Welcome back, guys, to Xenoblade Chronicles X, where last episode our first chapter got underway with an orientation of New Los Angeles Administration District as we travelled to the BLADE Barracks, meeting Secretary Nagi, who told us about their mission, prompting us to register for active duty. After being shown around some more, we were told about the mapping of Mira via data probes and ordered to head out to install one as our first task. Heading out from the east gate only to spot a massive indigent guarding our drop point.
Just for any extra experience I can get, because I wanted to level up a little bit more. Right. Oh, great. It's right next to it. I was like, can I go round it? Probably not.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Suggest killing it? No? Oh, that's what a tyrant is. I feel like attacking it would be dumb. It looks really big, and I haven't checked its level yet. So, what's a tyrant?
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one area. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Okay, so just the 3 of you can handle it. Say you can't just leave it so close to New LA. Do we unite or protect? I guess we've got to handle it.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right, let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Alright, gear and arts. There's weird friend activity going on, is there? Engaging a turret is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear. Oh, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up, okay? That's the first step to becoming a combat master. I probably should level up some arts. That would not be a bad idea. That would be a great idea. Chapter 2, Defeat Volkampf the Pursuer. What a great name he has. What art 2 upgrade, though? I mean, my arts palette is kind of set at the moment. A power dive is coming soon, is it? What level is that? Grants supercharge plus grants total evasion during execution. So it's a dodge ability when you look at it like that. Buff tier, supercharge, what? Cooldown 60 seconds. There's a lot to look at. Deals 50% more damage to enemies inflicted with topple. That's what I read on it, so I'm just using that. Secondary cooldowns as well. Deals weapon damage plus from the side boost damage, yes. There's a lot to look at. Aura tier +1. Effect duration plus 20% is that. Recovers continual HP over time. Recuperate is our heal. 60-second cooldown. Okay, 6 BP is spent to upgrade it to a lot lower cooldown. Effect duration goes up. But where does it say how much BP? Okay, 36. I found it on the menu. It's all good. So everything kind of lowers in cooldown. Assault Hammer lowering cooldown sounds pretty good to me. 4 BP for Topple 2 additional effect as well. Ups the effect duration of Topple. And none of these have been knocked off by the look of things. What am I doing here? There we go, ask this again. What am I also equip? Basically, I'll upgrade all of these. Lower cooldowns. Deals 75% more damage to enemies inflicted with Topple. I keep pressing A at bad times, though. Next battle point upgrade is 12 battle points, so that would be 100% more damage, and the cooldown comes down quite a bit more. Recuperate for 45.6 seconds. Guess I should do Slit Edge. 75% more damage from the side. Yes, more cooldown down, please. Do I level them all equally? 4 BP, sure. Physical res up 2. Infuriates cooldown goes down with Taunt 2. Effect duration goes on for longer. Now, do I upgrade an offensive skill to do more damage? Or do I go with the Recuperate just to have... I need 18 BP. I haven't got enough. Ha ha ha. I'll take that out as an option. Yeah, I think I'll do Assault Hammer so I get less cooldown on that. Hit scaling 450%, hits 1, Topple 3. Sure, we know the power of things like that. So the question is, does everyone else have their own things to upgrade? Yes, there's a hell of a lot to upgrade. TV boost potential plus from behind boost damage and disables enemy detection. Inflicts fatigue. Deals weapon damage early. What's the one you do that keeps staggering the guy? Inflict stagger. Shadow strike. Yes. Let's upgrade that one. Deals more damage from behind. But the more you do that, the better for me as I see it. Early Bird raises critical power tier plus boost critical chance and plus boost evasion. There's so much stuff to look at that we would probably get an idea of what's better later on. Stream Edge here. Insufficient BP now. Deals 100% more damage when triggering a ranged combo. Sliding Slinger she does quite often. Gains TP per hit as well. You've only got a few skills. Grants thermal resilience up. Deals weapon damage versus Topple target's boost damage. That sounds pretty good to get. Looks like I can just upgrade all of your stuff. Deals thermal damage. And Wild Down. I know the name of that. Deals weapon damage plus inflicts Topple. Just get you everything once, and I'd love to get that one again. Alright, so we skilled up as it told us to. I guess after you do that much in the menu, you always want to save, don't you? Right. Be a shame if one of these was to actually be alive. Do I think I've got what it takes? Can I just dodge it? Do you know what I mean? just install the thing and leg it? I think that's what it said I could do, and then we could track it.
strength comes from experience.
How is this even remotely fair?
Open fire. Follow me.
Alright, we're against Volkampf the Pursuer. Going in. One of my skills being removed from the menu, by the way. Been moved all the way over here. I've moved in. That would hurt. Feel like I should definitely get away from that leg. Staggered at that point. Was that a side attack? I missed. He missed too. Looks like we're just doing damage to it over time. I'm gonna attack the back then. You want me to do this? Needle bombs coming out here. That only heals me. Actually, have Elmer more armor while my HP gets recuperated without any issue. Come get me. Well, I have no clue what I was doing, but it is dead.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Were we carrying that?
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Show interest to launch the probe, or suggest Lynn should take care of it. She does look like she wants to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show interest.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
I hope there wasn't anything buried under there, like living, that's just got lasered through the brain.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Don't want me to do anything else? Explore and all that? Volkampf the Pursuer was defeated.
My cooking got better.
Supposedly, Lynn's cooking got better if we get Warden Survivor Club L. You can choose to sell from that menu too. I'm Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're going to grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press the A button. This requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. Explain to me how I level it up. Engaging massive foes. Now all that's left is report back to base, but first I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a skell. Neutralizing a follow down foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about such things in the future, okay? So you're saying something of that size, don't approach. Sure, well, we have this going on now. It looks like everything starts to get higher level as we head outwards and spread outwards. Goodies over there. I was about to say I can't see enemies until enemies saw me. Well, you'll never see me. I'll take the goodie, thank you. And I'm sorry I ended the cool boss music. Wasn't my fault you went, yeah, I was so disappointed. I really wanted to make that jump. That would have been ace. Didn't even make that one. Ever so short. Got to jump around on high up things, haven't you? Well, let's run on back to town and let the game reveal more of its secrets before it really sends us out there, eh? Can I go through the middle? Oh, upsetting. And I defeated that thing. And you can see literally there's monkeys behind it. Simios or whatever they call them. Right behind it that we're level 23. I need to report, but let's talk to these two first. Carl!
What?
Ask Carl for his thoughts on your mission results.
Oh.
Let me get it straight. You safely installed a data probe on your very first mission and killed a tyrant while you were at it? Holy crap, dude, you do not mess around. Man, I'm gonna really enjoy having you around, because I sure as hell don't want to do this stuff. Carl knows where it's at. Like, haha, someone can do all the dangerous stuff so I don't have to. Anything troubling you, Carl? Man, I'm so sick of Trevor pushing us around. He made me do an indigent bounty mission solo. Now he's sending me on a super hard mission in some area we've barely got any frontier nav info about. It sure would be great if someone went to planet of data probe and primordial for me, you know? Yeah, sure would be great. Like that new kid everyone's talking about. The one installing data probes all over the place. It'd be great if you did that. Just saying. Would it, Carl?
Hey.
Sakuraba gear isn't so bad. Their stuff is high in accuracy and stability at least, although it tends to be pretty weak to certain attribute attacks. We're learning the ins and outs, are we? Have we talked to you, Towler? Don't think we have. Aren't there any wealthy blades anywhere who are willing to donate resources to the arms manufacturers? That'd really help speed up the creation of new equipment. What? Do I need to do that? Do I need to donate stuff to the arms manufacturers? Do they not have enough money themselves? What's about this building, Towler? This is where the arms manufacturers are based. The building is for all the companies that are involved in the research, development and sale of weapons and armor for Blade. Ah, but you're not Blade yourself, are you? Boomy, I assume that you were officially registered by the way you were armed. I'm not sorry. Professional duties include recruiting Blades for Miranium gathering missions. Unfortunately, I've had few interested parties, as most Blades are busy installing data probes, battling tyrants, and performing other vital duties. But if you should find yourself with Miranium to spare, may I invite you to accept one of our assignments for mission control. Needless to say, we'll pay a fair price for the Miranium as a mission reward. I do hope you'll consider this proposition. I mean, I didn't know I could pick up quests yet. I was thinking I had to complete my orientation first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in. Alright, this way, this way. Can I just jump up here? Oh yeah. That's a much better way to enter.
Commander Vandham.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Thank you for saying so. They were both of those things, indeed. Get some mining probes and a research probe. I will drop a save.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandham is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
My name's Kathy! Finally, they told me my name! Ask about divisions, ask about the assignment. Well, let's just get started. Oh, I know, I guess I should get more info about the divisions. That makes more sense to me.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Not really. Hesitate. Ask to explain divisions again, but we're not going through that rodeo. Obviously, it made the Pathfinder seem like the most important thing off the bat, because that's what we know about the gameplay, first of all. The ones that literally find everything, including finding the life hold. So I'm sure pretty much everyone picks Pathfinder right off the bat.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Select your division. Confirm or hesitate. Well, I'm confirming. Right, Pathfinders. Okay. Actions that boost division points. Planning data probes, discovering locations. Also, division support affects HP, Ranged Master, Melee Master, Drop Sensor, Critical Master, Defense Support, R&D Support, and TP Support. Whatever that is. Interceptors, defeating enemies, completing missions. Gets you both division points. Defeating Tyrants, defeating enemies as the Harriers. Retrieving White Whale wreckage and planting data probes again. So Pathfinders and the Reclaimers are really not that far off of each other on that one. But to be honest, at the start, you're going to go get data probes and discover locations. It's just kind of literally the obvious choice to start off with, really. Completing missions, training scouted blades, earning R&D points, leveling up arms manufacturers. We'll go with Pathfinders. It's the simple choice, right?
Then it's settled?
Confirm. No, I'm switching. So I'll switch to all 8 right off the bat and get rid of the stigma. So I've been in all of them for a couple of seconds, so they shouldn't mind me rejoining.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Alright, our Chapter 3 quest, 20,000 reward, 100 points as well. Storage probe is what we'd gain. Commander Vandham, head to the Pathfinder's last known location in southeast Primordia. It's about the time where I try to pick up some sub-quests or something too, as we start Chapter 3, Builders of a Legacy. That's what BLADE stands for, yes, you're officially a BLADE now. Congrats! Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal and the AM terminal. The AM terminal, okay. The mission control and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Basically, complete the story to get things unlocked. Ever wish you could zip straight back to the place you visited? Well, that's where we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any frontier nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access the segment map to use it. Supporting arms manufacturers. Sounds really weird, like something I'd never want to do, but for this game, yeah. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support, that's what the AM stands for, yeah, of course it is. Support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Vandham! Vandham, speak to me.
Thanks.
I don't get it. Nelson's team is full of talented blades, and they were even outfitted with a skill. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is in the eastern part of Primordia. I've got it. Can I use this now? Barracks customization. Room colors. Common room. Well, I could choose dark or light. The color choices are unimaginable. That's some color choices. Hollow figure gallery too. Put wall decals. Whatever I want to put up here, Harriers, Reclaimers, just to the original stuff. Make blades fine. Lighting as well. Lighting 1. Well, a lot more customization in time then. I really haven't checked what's around the place. This is the hollow figure place. Actually, this looks like a Skell Bay. More than anything. And I get more chasing obviously. No, it's just grey and white. It's the only acceptable decor designs for future. So, just grey and white. That's all we'll ever have. Hello. There's a thing. I see an exclamation mark. Sati. Thought you were Safi for a second.
Now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, get off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Not to say you're just anybody. You're great. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Sure, I'll listen. I can reassure her. Attempt to calm her down. I'll just listen. Oh, wait. I got affinity? Really? You're gonna listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds the very first person I asked would help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I'd about worked myself into a panic thing and I'd have to keep approaching strangers, what with the staring and the awkwardness and... Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in scales. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. I was going to say imaginary projects. Sorry, did that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that always been really nice to me. They'll ask me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair of their scales. Apparently something called a whimsical duo guil attack them after they left on a mission and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just no. Bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical duo guild that broke their scale still kicking around. As much as I wanted help, I'm just a mechanic. There was only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor scales lying there will be up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help, and then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to mission control, but we have miles to go. Take supplies to Blaze were attacked by dangerous Indians while on duty. Where are they? Makeshift Gauze eye patch will be obtained. West Janpath Plain. Up.
Hey, now what?
I was literally trying to accept it. What happens if I reassure now? Wait, I could just do that to get affinity? Did the previous affinity gain get wiped out? Can I just repeat that endlessly until I get hearts with everyone? Well, technically a bonus. We'll set this mission as our nav target, I guess. But I don't have time for rules, man. I can't just stand around filing out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Well, I'll pay you, of course. Actually, the leader of the team you'll be rescuing will, I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. Right, a time-sensitive quest. As in, obviously do that before this chapter's over, right? I wonder if I can get those button prompts removed. Blade now, taller.
I'm glad we have you.
I understand you've officially enrolled as a Blade, Mr. Olizandri. My congratulations. This is where the arms manufacturers are based. The building is all for the companies that are involved in the research, development, and sale of weapons and armor for Blade. At the moment, that includes but two companies, Sakuraba Industries and the Granada Galactic Group. However, we are taking great strides to recruit additional businesses. I am confident that one day this building's directory of occupants will be filled with the names of corporations. Will it now? My professional duties include recruiting Blades from uranium gathering missions. Unfortunately, I've had a few interested parties, just a few. As most Blades are busy installing data probes, battling tyrants, and performing other vital duties. But if you should find yourself in uranium to spare, might I invite you to accept one of our assignments from Mission Control? Needless to say, we will pay a fair price for the uranium as a mission reward. I do hope you will consider this proposition. That's how we do the donating, is it? Is this the arm dealer's place? This is. Manage AMs, invest uranium in ULA's arm manufacturers, upgrade battle traits for my gear, create various types of augments for my gear, and develop new gear. But I need lots of items of various types to be able to develop said gear. And most of it's question mark still. Okay then. Right, the following arms manufacturers are open for business. Sakuraba Industries, the central pillar of the Sakuraba Group conglomerate, which enjoys a reputation for excellent products. Sakuraba firearms exhibit remarkable stability and accuracy, qualities which faithfully exemplify the design ethos of their creators. And the Granada Galactic Group. This new arms manufacturer is an avid investor in beam tech research. Its best sellers are weapons that emphasize quick cooldowns and protective wear that offers high beam resistance. Simply equipping a piece of gear will bring commercial success to the AM. Okay. Well, I helped Sakuraba out a bit. I didn't have any uranium to invest by the look of things. So, Granada Galactic Group, a Spanish arms company. Well, I guess I wore their stuff. So I repped them on the field, right? Can I buy a better weapon yet? A minorly better weapon, or considering ranged accuracy up? I mean, I guess I don't know what I've been actually obtaining on the field as well, so I might have gotten something better anyway. This is a thing. Gotta remember to upgrade my arts when I need to as well. Matchstorm Gemels. just a class issue I have. Class issue with everything. The Worn Survival Glove, which is more or less the same, just without the experience boost, with some minor stats extra.
Hey.
Well, doesn't look like I want to purchase just yet. Is there a way for me to see like a massive map of the area? Intel? Inventory, achievements, enemy list. Oh no, it's the Collectopedia. Have I collected enough vegetables of every variety? I wonder what the rewards will be. The Collectopedia is there. Affinity chart. Do I dare open this? Character affinity, player affinity. Two different options there. Starting to see some links. They like each other by the look of it. How will this chart look by the end of times? This is the question. It's a hell of a lot to look at. And also classes. Okay. The class you start out with offers a balanced variety of arts and provides some stat bonuses. You can unlock classes as you go. Choose this route if you want to rack up damage, focusing on skillful application of damage buffs and provides bonuses to melee accuracy, ranged accuracy, and evasion. Now, how do I unlock it? Doesn't tell me yet. Obviously, I've just got to level up this even more. Rank progress 12 of 55, current rank 9. The game will tell me as I go along. It'll be fine. I'm guessing she was the only limited time quest then, considering she's the only... Now I've run away from her a fair bit. I can see that she's the only question mark on the board. Or is that a different question mark? That's a different question marker. They're the ones that give us quests then. It's Olizandri, right? Acknowledge with a small evade. It's not me. Ask who wants to know. No, I'll confirm. Oh good, I've been looking for you. The name's Kirsty with a K. I've never heard Kirsty ever spelled with a C. I'm the operations manager for Frontier Nav. Now give requested I brief you on the whole Frontier Nav deal. Sound good? Tell her you already know about it, or hear her out. I guess if I listen, I might get a reward. Excellent. Out of curiosity, always remember the Frontier Nav connects us to the land, and like the rest of Mira, it takes dedication and curiosity to really understand. So then, first lesson. There are several different types of data probes that can be installed at Frontier Nav probe placement sites. It's vital that you keep the desired application in mind because each type of probe yields different effects. What's more, placing the exact same type and grade of data probe in neighbouring sites will amplify the effects of each probe. Oh, what? Now I can stand here and make you listen to a long drawn out explanation. It sounds like I need one. Well, I think it's better if you just try out each one for yourself. Sure, Probe-Fessional. She's given me a quest. Learn about Frontier Nav from Kirsty. I will learn all I can. Remember the data probe you installed out in the Eastgate Play? Yes. My memory's not that bad. Good, I can see why you're on Nagi's shortlist, because I answered the question. So if you ever need to verify its exact location, just access the segment map with your comm device. I'll point out a pair of placement sites in the plains past the west gate that you can chain together on the Frontier Nav grid. Head there and install a data probe at each site, okay? I don't want just any probes installed there. You'll need to change them to be the same type. That's how you get the chain amplification effects. You can change your data probe's type using your comm device. Just touch the corresponding site on the segment map. If you select change probe, you can take your pick from all the unused data probes you've got. You do have unused probes, right? Yeah, take a few mining probes just in case. They're on me, but don't go spreading tales of my generosity. The assignment is to travel to the 2 specified sites and install data probes there. Then make sure all 3 of your installed probes are set as mining probes. You'll figure it out. It's all much clearer in action. So this is going to be stuff that's on the gamepad only? By the sound of it as well?
Yeah?
Yeah? Which sounds very interesting. Now, how easy is it for me to move a map on the gamepad? Quite easy by the look of it, but can I make it smaller? Bigger? Minus buttons? Oh yeah, minus buttons works. Now, I've no clue how to... Yeah, there's a map, but don't ask me how to actually use it. I guess I should head out the east gate as I get lost. Okay. I'm not lost. I know where I am.
Sir!
I'm registering collectibles. I didn't even see you. Sorry, lady. Gotta go out and help these people with their timed quests. So I've got to do these 2 quests before I go any further. And then there's probably quests I can pick up on the boards as well, which would make a brilliant idea before I actually go out anywhere, but whatever. I'll just go for it. Okay, to head towards those points. There's only a big level 23 bird on top of that. It surely won't try to drop on me and kill me, will it? The local makeup of enemies has changed a little bit. Is that more because of nighttime than anything else? Don't know that buzzing sounds by me because that bird's up there. The enemies look a bit more vicious now, weirdly.
Let's get this started.
These are night bugs. Look at it with a Gatling gun! Wait, she wild downed it. No problem. Can I do it twice then? Well, I did a lot of damage quite fast here. So I guess the skill ups really did help me out a fair bit there.
Let's get this started.
Doesn't hurt to get some more damage in when I need it.
Fire away. Blade grenade. I'm doing good. Your turn to land.
Let's finish the guy off. That's all we need to do now.
Baby, this is hot.
Choose your Gatling gun.
What is with this planet?
Well, there's no shortage of thrills, that's for sure.
What is with this planet?
Gotta say,
I don't know.
This blade's looking pretty sharp.
But I'll take the level up. Better to level up than not to, eh? Right, level 8 enemies out here. So that's the one I've planted. And I can't interact with it for standing here. That's something that I'd have to do via the map at this point. Which I would say I don't actually know how to deal with. It shows a map, but it doesn't really help me. At this juncture, I'm very confused with its overall positioning. Finally, it's zoomed in on me, so that's good. But I don't know how to do anything with it yet, so that'll be a thing. I guess I'll walk past you for now, because I need to go this way. But is this way to get to those probe points? A good way to get to those probe points? He says, seeing a very large open area where nothing exists in it. I'm wondering what kind of runway is this? Something might just descend upon me. There is nothing but fear in my heart. Did I find the guys? Hello. This for my time-sensitive quest? Please, Monica, you got to understand, as Blade's our first priority is coming him alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk. So you want to give up his life to save us? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? Coward leader, hardhead. Huh? What is it? Yeah, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to New LA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? Declare that if it was your team, you'd search for your missing teammate immediately. Repeat this mantra of safety first and recommend they retreat and regroup. I'm kind of on the side of retreat, weirdly enough. But I wouldn't let... But I don't want, you know, Elmer and in here to think that I'd leave them behind. See, you've got guts. What if a friend dies while we're sitting on our asses back in LA? What then? If the two of us go missing as well, how does that help, Connor? It's difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job and he hasn't come back. A bargain tank top, blue camo. This is exactly what I need to earn. We're not set as my navigation target currently though. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beat into a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu copper sinicular hunt. Sinicular, that's the one. Honestly, we're both at a loss here, as you can probably tell. I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. Sorry you had to see any of this, but know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. Okay, let's get out there. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm trying to help. I'm going this way. Hopefully there should be a path with not too high level enemies to get to where I want to go. When you think about it, it should be like a safe route. Well, I'm pathfinding. In fact, we're actually entering lower level terrain currently. What is it? A Noctoplata?
Let's see what you've got. Engaging. Lay down some fire for us.
That's you, is it?
This one's got your name on it.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. I'm doing good. Turn away. Easy peasy.
I was about to do a skill, but it seems that they just straight up killed it. Alright, that's our next possible beacon. Next to that next possible beacon is a level 22 gigantic sinicular. So, there's level 17s, level 18s. Ah, we've entered the dangerous places. How far is your eyes work? I don't think I'm making it further to the next point from this direction. Quick, install the probe! No, run! It's coming! I thought that was a big monster, but it's actually a plant. Right, well that's great. We survived. How do I make it to the next point? The next point seems to be, if I'm looking at the map, a few sectors that direction. It is at least 2 hexagons away. Do I keep continuing this way and hope to avoid, like, the big monsters that are marching? Or do I find an alternate route? Big monsters marching. I mean, to be honest, I don't think they're actually vicious. In a sense. None of them have red markers next to their faces. It's fine. No one's tried to kill me yet. This is good. And I've still got a whole area to get through before we can even get nearer. No, as long as no one wants to take a bite out of Sammy boy, we can keep on continuing. Wait, when the monkey's around here somewhere? What the hell is that noise? A bit worried about that noise. Whoa, what the hell are they? They're weird space turkeys. Alright, well I'll enter the open field and hope for the best. Nothing's trying to kill me yet. There's an exclamation mark over there. Don't know what that's about, but I do know there's a big stompy monster. Looks like it's probably on top there. Right, Let's go past the space turkeys. We can become one with their people. Gobble gobble. We'll talk like them. Some weird noises coming out of some of the places here, I've got to say. Why are there weird sloshy noises? Is it them down there? Oh, it's the guy drinking. Alright, say round link is discovered. I'm still trying to keep my distance from every enemy I'm seeing. Oh, wait a second, I've got to cross the lake. I've got to go that way. It's that way. Okay. Nice to know. It's fine, I like have piloted myself into a bad spot. What the hell's that? Okay, it's a small guy. Level 10. So I need to go... I'm not there. Well, there's the target. We can literally see it now. Hi, I'm just coming next to you because you're a little bit of lower level. And some of them are eyes up. They'll never see me. The great El Runs Fasto will break away through.
Open fire! Follow me!
Uranium deposit has been discovered. That's great and all.
Yes! Hit him again for me!
Leave it to me!
Shadow strike!
Waiting for that.
Assault hammer!
Move in and do some damage.
Lock this!
Tell me to move in.
Look at that! Follow up with melee attack.
Bit worried about other guys being near though. When we engage in other fights like this, that bad things happen, right? It's fatigued. I don't have anything to knock him down with. I'm a sweet subduer.
Level up! I think even my cooking got better.
You can't see me, so let's pop in this lovely thing. Alright, I've got to change them all to mining probes now. Is there anywhere I can safely stand where nothing's going to try to eat me if I'm not looking for a second? Right, so now I've got to figure out how on this map that I change the thing over. Great. It's too bad you can't change it from, like, normal options menu. So, I have 3 probes. I click on the probe and nothing has happened. Okay. Change map, maybe. Aha! Change map. Right, so I'm going to change this probe here into a mining probe. Confirm change. As you can see, something happened over there then. Don't like the sound of... You having a drink again, are you? It's very worrying when you have a drink. Please don't have any more drinks anymore. So basically, you've just got to wait for me to change the probes, haven't you? So let's get that changed over ASAP. See, another one in the distance has been changed. This is interesting. They are all changed now. They all match up. Now we've got to talk to Kirsty. How fast travel do I? Yes, I like being known there. How fast travel? Before this thing tries to go anywhere near me, it's level 53. Oh no! What's going on? Oh, I'm glad I moved. Well, I seem to have got slightly lucky by running this way then. If I stuck around, things would not have gone too well. Oi, oi, oi. Right, hopefully you're too far away from me. Right, I need to park myself somewhere where I really do not feel that anything is coming so I can figure out this fast travel system. Turn around just in time to see a roaming monster just coming in from the side. What the hell's that? Is it chasing me? Oh, it's you. You scared me. Weird turkey monster. Okay. Fast travel.
Onwards.
Change option menu. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Onwards.
I have no clue how to fast travel. No clue whatsoever. We're just stuck here, hiding away from monsters, going, where shall I go? It seems a bit dangerous. I just figured it out. There's little orange icons on a little map that can sort things out. There we go. Fast travel. We're going to figure out how to do these systems faster for the changeover of the menus and all that. Okay, we're here. I guess we'll just have to walk back. Not with those scary monsters flying about. Running about. It wasn't my mistake, was it? He did just more or less run straight over where the path where I was standing prior.
Hey.
I basically just I just turned the camera around just in time to not be ran down by some random dog.
I see.
Scary pooch.
Did you actually?
Probes installed and set up as mining probes. Perfect. We're fast. I'm sure that's part of what Nagi sees in you. What goes to you? Is a walk in the park or downplay it? So you were just lucky it worked out, yeah. That humility will serve you well. Never lose sight of it. That said, a little confidence doesn't hurt either. Try setting your comm devices to display to frontier nav mode. You should see the free sites circled in red and connected by link lines. That's a free site link combo. It boosts the effects of each of those data probes by 30%. If you get that link combo up to 5 neighboring sites with the same data probe type set, the effects will be amplified by 50%. An 8 probe link cable will net you an extra 80%. See where this is going? You'd want to do things in little bunches, little bundles, depending on what you want them to do. The more data probes at the same time you install in neighbouring placement sites, the more efficient Frontier Nav and your related assignments will be. So I think you got the hang of all this chaining data probes, Jazz. No, but I'll nod confidently. Swift pupils make teaching a pleasure. Well then, I'd say that concludes your first assignment. You can have this research probe by way of a reward. Don't say I never gave you anything. I'll teach you about that one next, okay? We'll start the same way. I'll point you to a new Frontier Nav probe site and you'll go install the probe. Then you'll use your comm device to change its type to research probe. Then on top of that, I want you to go find an unexplored territory known as the Rock Cavern. Good luck! Lady! Can't just send me out on more stuff. Did I actually get the reward for the first one, or am I still yet to get the reward? Why you do this to me, game? I can't see you or hear you. Why you do this to me? I'll reach you one day.
Hey.
So this is the mission board, eh? Moranium request. Anything. We want to use Moranium to help run the integrated production plant. Please bring as much as you can. Do I have any? Cyrene the Lost. Tyrant is interfering with Frontier Nav expansion. We actually help in defeating Cyrene the Lost. Oh, research on rabbits. So many bargain tank tops that I can earn. So many that I can earn. I love bargain tank tops. I'll accept this mission randomly. Let's do this. Achievement unlocked. So how many can I take? Please bring in some ZZ rabbits for research. Food development using Mira's bountiful supply of fruit is underway. Gather materials for research, sure. Sweet brass Swedes are in favor with data probe installation. Go defeat the troublesome indigents. So kill a few Swedes by look at it. Kill 4. Mission update, cran jelly. Oh my goodness.